Hey, what's up guys, it's Boy. Welcome to another What If, and today we got What If Deku had hardening, part 1. So he'll basically be like a Midoriya version of Kirishima, but I don't know, he'll still have the same personality. Oh, sorry about that. And he'll basically have Kirishima's quirk, but he still gets off one for all. So let's begin. So we basically start this off with Izuku going to the quirk doctor's office. And he was just very happy with this. And when the doctor came to the room, he smiled and said, "Congratulations, Midoriya. It seems that young Izuku here has a quirk." And Izuku just starts to get all happy and jumps all around, and he's like, "What's my quirk? What is it?" And the doctor just laughs and says, "Well, this one's a very strong quirk. Basically, you can harden your skin and make it very durable." Izuku was just amazed by this. He's like, "So I can become a hero?" The doctor said, "Yes, you can. I'm pretty sure if you train that hardening quirk of yours, you could be unbreakable." And just that word lit a fire in Izuku's soul. Yeah. And so he decides to train the quirk. And he has actually gotten used to it. And one day, while just playing at the park, he sees a boy with red eyes and black hair. And he was just crying. And Izuku went over to go check on him. And he asked, "Hello, are you okay?" As the boy would reply, "I'm fine, I just don't. I wish I didn't have this quirk." Izuku, wondering about this, would say, "Oh, why? Why does it?" And then he would say, and then and then this boy would harden his skin. And Izuku, being amazed by this, would say, "Wow, that's so cool." The boy would say, "It's not. I cut my eye when it appeared." Izuku saying, "Hey, it was just an accident. Can you even see through it? Because if you do, it doesn't make you dead." And the boy would then say, "Yeah, I guess so, but why are you helping me out?" And Izuku would smile and say, "Because we're like brothers," as he would activate his hardening. As this boy would be shocked and would say, Wait, you have hardening too?" "Yeah," said Izuku. And then they would just hug each other, saying, "Rock twins." I don't know, how about rock friends forever? Yeah, they just say that. And Izuku would then introduce him, saying, Oh, by the way, my name is Izuku Midoriya." The boy would respond saying, "My name is Eijiro Kirishima. Nice to meet you." and as Go would also say nice to meet you, as he would go, as they would go play and wrestle a bit, and wrestle, seeing who was more sturdy. They trained for a little bit until they went a little too far away from their parents, as both of their parents would then get them and then meet, and yeah, they would just have a little chat. I am not sure what Kiroshima's parents are, so comment down below what their names are. As then they would just say goodbye, and so for the next was he 5? Yeah, I think it was 5. For the next 10 years, Izuku and Kirishima would actually be like best friends, as Kirishima would actually dye his hair red earlier and make his hair all spiky, as Bakugo would actually be not as much of a bully to Deku Izuku as what he was before, as he then decides to call Izuku Deku because he sees it as defenseful Izuku because of the hardening quirk. And they would all just get along until until everything going as in the anime, the teacher throwing the papers, but yeah, everyone does not have doubts on if Izuku can get into the school because he has a quirk. And it's a very strong one. As everything would go as in the anime. And just Izuku jumping onto All Might's leg and and then everything, just see the anime, you'll know when. And Izuku gets one for all, obviously, to add to the more how should I say this, the more defense and strength. Yeah. And basically Izuku's body isn't completely ready, so it takes about 7 months to clean up the beach. All Might gives Izuku one for all, and now Izuku basically has his hardening upgraded. So basically, he now has Kirishima's unbreakable mode. Can only do this for about a minute. Can keep it up for a minute. As they will be as they will begin to train, Izuku having 7% of one for all, but Kirishima having no idea about one for all. As the entrance exam goes as in the anime, but Izuku's doing a lot better. He decides to save the one for all power for later, and just sticks to his hardening, as he decides just to punch robots. Kirishima does the same. As Izuku got like 65 villain points. And but oh yeah, the giant bot, yeah, it comes out, and Izuku doesn't really have the confidence to interfere with the 0 pointer. But when he hears a scream, he sees Uraraka, the same girl that um basically prevented him from falling, as um as he did not hesitate for that he did the same thing. 100% smash to the face, and yeah. But he decides to harden his legs to make a better landing, and he did until he passed out. Cause yeah, and so Kirishima didn't actually see this, or actually he did see it, but was confused. He didn't wanna. He wanted to ask Izuku, but yeah, he had to see if they were in the same class. And so everything going as in the anime. Izuku getting an acceptance letter and being second to Bakugo, uh, and no, actually he's first because if you didn't hear, Bakugo got like 70 something villain points, but no rescue points. Izuku got 60 rescue points along with the other 65, which makes him the top. And so the first day of U-Wake comes, and you can imagine how it goes in the anime. It's all just being annoyed by all the stuff, and then he just hands over the uniforms and makes them all go out to the field. And Aizawa would throw a ball to Izuku and he would say, how much did you get before without using your quirk? Izuku will respond, about 15 meters. Well, or try to use your quirk this time. As Izuku would power up to 7% of One for All, channeling it into his arm and throwing it, and he would actually get about 807 meters. As no one would be shocked by this, but Bakugo would just be extremely angry. He would say, "Deku, you bastard! What was that?" As Aizawa would wrap his scarf around Bakugo and cancel out his quirk. "Now don't make me expel you on the first day already," said Aizawa. And everything, all the, everything just going as in the anime, all the tests. Izuku would do better at this. Yeah, and he would actually get about first place. Yeah, because you know why. Anyways, well, we then go to the heroes versus villains, and Izuku and Uraraka would be paired versus Kirishima and Bakugo this time. As Bakugo does the same as what he does, and tries to beat Izuku, but he just keeps on hardening his skin, and he puts up a good fight. With Uraraka, she just tries to touch the bomb, but Kirishima keeps on pushing her aside. Uraraka tries to touch Kirishima to make him float, but Kirishima knows this and keeps on dodging. As Izuku would then finish Bakugo off of one, and Bakugo pulls the trigger, but Izuku does not hesitate, and with 7% charges straight towards the blast while using Unbreakable, and he calls one for all bulldoze rocket, and he would charge straight, and he ignores the pain from the blast, and then just hits Bakugo in the stomach with his head and knocks him out. And he gets the capture tape and wraps it around Bakugo and rushes towards the bomb. And as both Kirishima and Izuku would get into a big fight, just exchanging hardening blows, and then there comes an opening where Uraraka just touches the bomb and the hero teams win. As Izuku and Kirishima would just say, good game, good GG. Yeah, as they would just harden their hands and shake each other's hand. And so that's the end of that arc. As Kirishima actually caught up to Izuku, he was just asked, "Hey Izuku, what was that power before? It wasn't similar to the hardening, so what was it?" As Izuku would then be nervous and kind of frightened that he did not want to reveal the secret of One for All. So he just made up an excuse and said, "Well, Kirishima, it turns out I had another quirk, and it appears to be a strength-enhancing quirk." Kirishima would be saying, "Wow, that's awesome. I'm jealous. Why didn't I get that power?" "Man, you are the lucky one," saying Kirishima. And yeah, they just begin to talk and head home. And yeah, and anyways, we move on to the USJ, as everyone would begin to get their hero costumes on. Izuku having the same one as before the redesign, not the first one, the second one. Yeah. And Sue would be curious. Not only does she ask about the strength enhancing power, but she asks the questions. She says to Izuku, "Hey Izuku, Is it just me, or are both Kirishima and your quirk the same? Are you two brothers? As Izuku saying, huh? No, we're actually not brothers, we're just friends. Although I'd be lucky if he was my brother. Kirishima would be saying, yeah, him and I are best buddies. Rock friends forever. And, and, then say, but that still doesn't explain why you both have the same quirk. Um, Izuku then saying, well, I don't know that myself. And then Aizawa would say, alright, enough. We're here. And as 13 would give out her speech, and the villains would then appear. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Thanks for listening to this What If. Comment down below if I should continue this one. And, yeah, comment down below what Kirishima's parents were. I do not remember, or even know. Anyways, this is Pro Boy, and see you later. Oh, come on.